Something that I've been wanting to talk about on here is jealousy within friendships, but not as in, oh, my friend is jealous of me, but from the perspective of being the friend who is jealous. I had a friend that I used to be friends with. We're not friends anymore. And you know what? For good reason, because genuinely, I don't think I could continue being their friend because of the fact that I honestly was just jealous of them. I luckily did not treat this person like trash. I know that typically when you are jealous of somebody, jealousy is just like so, it just takes so much energy out of you. It's so hateful. And I know that a lot of the times when people are jealous of other people, they treat them horribly. They're just very rude to them. I knew that being jealous of this person was a waste of my energy. And I hated feeling that way. And it was something that I really, really struggled with. So that's why I want to talk about it. I'm glad that I didn't treat this person like trash because I was at least aware that like jealousy is just like so consuming. But again, I just wanted to kind of talk about this. I am not very happy with where I am at in life currently. I have not been happy with my life for the past couple of years. And I was friends with somebody who was literally living like my dream life that I wish that I was living like at that time. Like they weren't necessarily like living the dream life that like I envisioned for like the future, like that kind of life. Like they're living like a life that like is just like very far ahead of mine, but like where they currently were at with their life is like where I wish I was currently at with my life. And mind you, this person did not have to do anything to gain this lifestyle. They just kind of had this life handed to them. Hence why I was just very jealous of them because it's not like they had to work towards it or anything. Like, that's just their life, that's just what they had, and it really, really sucked. To kind of put it more into perspective, like how intense it was, let's say this is kind of going to be a bad example because I'm going to list things that like you do have to work for in life to achieve it, but I want you to just kind of like imagine it from the mindset of
That girl needs to shut this shit down. She needs to shut it down. Shut it down. Girl, you are not jealous. You are envious. Let me tell you something about jealous people. When you are jealous of someone, you could be around them and harbor those feelings. Like, you don't want to harm the person. Jealousy is when you feel like something that they have, it is like, no. It's almost like envy, but it's basically like you're jealous of that friend who makes a friend with someone else. You're afraid that they will replace you, that you will lose them. That's what jealousy is. You're jealous of what they have because you feel like what they have or what they're going to gain is going to replace you and you're going to be left behind. That's jealousy. You're jealous because they're making a new connection. You're jealous because you got a new job. You don't want what they have. You're jealous because you want what they have to get destroyed so you could remain in their place. So they could constantly fall back on you. It's almost like that what that mom did to her daughter by not prank calling her by her harassing her on the phone, and then having a daughter come on to her so she could keep her daughter in place, so she could keep her daughter around her. Babe, that was jealousy. That wasn't even envy. She didn't want her daughter. She wanted her daughter. That was jealousy. But that's a different type of thing. What you have was envy. Envy makes people want to kill somebody. Yes, I know, like I said, it's tough, but that's what it means. You wanted to end her. If you were closer enough with her and you couldn't take anymore, you would end her. That's what envy is, girl. You're not jealous. You're envious of that girl. You're envious of her. That's envy. You had envy. And people in the comments, oh my gosh. People in the comments talking like, what you're feeling is totally normal. We all have, yes, jealousy and envy is normal, but envy is not normal. It's not normal. And it smell envy and jealousy has a different sense. If you have spiritual abilities, spiritual powers, envy and jealousy have a smell. One's sweet and bitter, one's bitter and sweet, but smells divine. When I tell you, when you smell that shit around somebody, ooh, it hits you. And then when it gets to a certain point, it smells rotten. I'm telling you, it does. You were envious of that girl. You were envious of that friend because You wanted things that she wanted. Jealous people don't want the things that you want. But the comments are saying like, oh, this is normal. You know, people who think saying that this is the normal, clearly we're not jealous. No, clearly we're not jealous of anybody. Because it's the jealous people in the comments coming and jealous and envious people in them comments are like, yes, this is normal. Those are spirits. Those are literal. The spirit of jealousy, the spirit of envy, is a killer. It's a killer. The fact that you're saying that's normal, it's not normal. People in the comments are being up them as normal. No, it's not normal. It's dangerous because when people feel those spirits coming on, you know what they do? You know what we do? We call for our divine father, our divine mother, to the god or goddess that we pray to the deity that we pray to. We talk to the universe about it. We redirect it. We alchemize it into building something else. We don't let it fester. Because when you let it fester, it shows in your face. When you let it fester, it shows in your skin, it shows in your health. Especially as you keep growing up, you don't check it, you don't ground yourself, you let that shit fester. And kudos to you for like allowing yourself to come on here and say the pose, but you still didn't take accountability for it. Yes, that person doing things, that person had no idea. That person had no idea that you're quote unquote jealous of them. That wasn't jealousy, that was envy. You know when someone's jealous of you. A jealous person will have your back, but they won't have your back. They will come and go. Like the ex-boyfriend, like the ex-girlfriend, they will come and go. An envious person is the type of person that'd be like, yeah, I fight so and so with you. I fight so and so with you. Yeah, 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 I have your back. Yeah, I have your back. Yeah, yeah, I go take you here and drop you off here. Meanwhile, they're calling your job, talking about, you know, you shouldn't really hire that person. That's envy. Envy is like, yeah, 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 yeah. I have your back. Yeah, you know, 1 for 1, 2 for 2. You need a ride home. Yeah, I drop you off. And you want to go to the restaurant? Yeah, I go to the restaurant. Oh my God, you're studying your own company. You're studying this. You're studying. Oh my God, you need help studying. I can help study if you. Why help studying? They're feeding you the wrong answers. Like for example, you're saying your friend's a lawyer. Let's say you're helping her study, and as you're helping her study, you're feeding her the wrong answers. And then next thing she's taking, because you're her friend and you're helping her study, she's taking what you're saying to heart, and she's gonna put that on the test. Next thing you know, she fails. But she go, I study, my best friend study, and you're gonna say, I don't know what happened because we study so well. That's you. That's envy. That's you. What she has, you have it too. An envious person can't tell the difference. Can't even fathom that what someone else has, they can have it too. By working hard. By putting the same amount of work that the person that they're envious of did, you both got the same exact thing in a healthy way. A jealous person can recognize that, but they're still going to be jealous. Let's continue, shall we?
Imagine I wanted to be a lawyer and I wanted to live in this specific town. I wanted to have this kind of specific lifestyle and I wanted to drive like this specific kind of car. Okay? That friend that I was friends with had all of that. Like, they were the lawyer. They lived in the town that I wished to live in. They had the lifestyle that I dreamt of. Like, they just had every single thing that I wanted for my life, and they didn't have to do anything about it. I think this angle is a little bit better. Just imagine being friends with somebody like that when you are just like so unhappy with your life and they're just walking around every day with the life that you wish that you had. It almost just feels like it's a slap in the face, but like it's not, because that's just their life. And whenever this friend would just like talk about their life like so casually, like it was just so hard for me to just like not feel so bitter, because it's like you don't even understand like how lucky you are to have this kind of life, and it's just like the normal for you. Like your life is so casual to you, and it's just something that like I just can't have. I say that like they don't realize how lucky they are to have their life, but I honestly do think one of the reasons why I was so jealous of them is because of the fact they actually did kind of acknowledge that they lived a decently nice life, and the fact that they were grateful for their life and they were happy with their life made me all the more jealous, because it's like, okay, well, you're so happy and grateful for your life. Like, of course you are. Like, of course you are. Obviously, like, we should want people to be grateful and thankful for, like, really good lives, but I don't know. Like, it really just, like, added to the jealousy because I know that if I was living that lifestyle, if I had that kind of life, I would also be very, very grateful and happy. And I think because of the fact that they were so happy with it and they were comfortable.
And again, notice how she said that they didn't have to work for anything. Like, an envious person will see that and be like, yeah, you don't have to work for anything. A jealous person, they know you worked hard for it, but they're so jealous about it. A jealous person wants to destroy it, and you could tell that the person is jealous of you. They show it outright. Like they literally can't hold in jealousy. At least you know of a jealous person. They're straight up with you. They have the facts. Like they know that they will hate. They start hating on you. An envious person wouldn't do that. An envious person will let you go ahead and make the connection, but slowly sabotage it behind the scenes to the point where you won't even realize it, and the person that they're trying to destroy won't even realize it. Like two people in that connection won't even realize that that third person who's envious of them is trying to destroy them.
With their life and happy with it. It just, I guess, like, the happier they were with their life, the more bitter it made me. And obviously, that's just not a good thing. That's very unhealthy. And I don't want to have to feel that way about a friend, but that's just how I felt about this person. I wouldn't really consider myself a jealous person. I'm not really that jealous of people. Like, I'm like jokingly like jealous of some people that like live like a lifestyle that I want, but I feel like because of the fact that this was like a close personal friend of mine, I guess, it just made it all the more worse. And I really am not kidding to you when I tell you like this person like had what I wanted for my life like that badly, like to a T, like literally every single thing down. They just had like, it was actually insane how crazy, like even like little things that I wish I had, they had. Like it was so crazy. I wanted to be them so bad and I knew that I couldn't. And they just, ugh. That friend and I did end our friendship. We ended on mutual terms. We ended on good terms, which I am thankful for. There really is no bad blood between us. And the reason why we ended our friendship had nothing to do with me being jealous of them. Actually, they never knew that I had a jealousy issue towards them. So.
And that right there, what I said, the person didn't know that she was jealous of them, quote unquote, envious of them. You know when someone's jealous of you. You know. Think of how you were in high school, middle school, you're in a workplace. You know when bitches are jealous of you. You know when people are jealous of you. You do not know when people are envious of you. Envious people show concern, but it's fake concern. Jealous people show concern too, but you see like you see the jealousy kind of get overrided a little bit with sympathy, but not too much. But an envious person be like, oh my gosh, that's how I help you. Oh yes, you're struggling, but go behind the scenes and make sure what you just told them continues to happen to you. And while you go to them and they go to you, you two both quote unquote trauma bonding. And as you two both trauma bonding, you two are creating a pact. One person's honest while the other person's not. It's literally like Cain and Abel. But the only difference is you're not siblings. You would have unalived that girl. She did not know that you had those feelings towards her. When you're jealous, a jealous person always hates somebody else. A jealous person has slick comments and snarky comments to say and fake concerns to say with snarky shit behind it constantly over and over again. You getting good feedback, but the guy has something smart to say underneath their breath. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Bitch, you were not jealous of them. You were envious. People don't know that someone's envious of them because it's not shown. It's like a covert narcissist, just like that, but more malice. Because envious leads to death. Jealousy leads to separation.
So, I think about that and then I just think about the fact that, you know what, like, it is such a good thing that like we are not as close as we once used to be and just not anymore because I really don't think I could have gotten to a point where I was just fine with them, like not being jealous of them. And I feel like the only way that I would just not be jealous of them is if I had a better lifestyle, and I just don't. I don't wish the worst for this person. I don't wish anything bad on this person, but I just cannot keep around somebody like that in my life, knowing how unhappy I am with my life currently. And like, I just don't think I would have ever gotten to a point where I wouldn't be jealous of them, to be honest.